The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Noles will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators offense will start this game off. And guys, this was an interesting, if not confounding, experience to watch last year. We'd seen Florida State's issues all season, but it really felt as if the changing of the guard happened with the way the Gators just dismantled them.
It was a very sloppy game from Florida, too, even though they got the dominant win on the road. And funny, thinking back to that game, David, maybe the play of the year for DJ Lagway. Do you remember that time he threw the D lineman off him that was going to get a sack, was able to rod to the right, find a completion? That was big man strength by a young true freshman quarterback, and a big reason why I know Gator fans are excited for this one.
Yeah, and these two teams couldn't have more opposite seasons. Both really struggled out the gates, but Florida really turned it around, and you could feel the momentum going the other direction. Florida State, they flat jumped off a cliff. I mean, it was awful. They ended up having more inches of snow in their stadium than they did wins a year ago. This rivalry means something. We got to get the best out of Florida State.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball side.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory.
Damn.
They'll get down and put a stop on the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm.
Can't stand this fucking. Always gotta make substitutions.
Will pick up at all on that play. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Grab near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. Into enemy territory and outbounds at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw it. There were serious repetitions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Trying to set up the screen. Hard running there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, shit.
Deep down the left side.
Burn my ass.
Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was
I'm
That's
a
what I
play caller
get.
nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Man, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Gators get it past the sticks.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snagged out of the air.
Oh, come on.
Crisp
I wouldn't
execution
fucking
in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just...
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They're testing the right side here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free. 4th down is coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The run from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Fires to the right. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Oh,
that's
they
why
can
the
catch
ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They can catch
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some...
I hate it when I play the computer in this game like I'm staying.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Short gain on the play before he slides. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He'll do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Offensive players, when they get the ball and they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Jackson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's the pressure. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Fighting off the defender. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Scrambling away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Leaves it with the back. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Sturdivant. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. And the throw out to the sideline took just a few yards. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Pittman. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Castellanos. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers.
Touchdown, Noles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Yeah.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack. And unencumbered and get to the football.
Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Yeah.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to...
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Single back formation, and they give it to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He's going to fire deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Gator. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation